What's going on, you guys? I'm here with a new segment called Friendly Battles. This is where I battle my friends that I know in real life, and I also have one where I battle my trading buddies or people that trade me Pokemon or that need Pokemon on Wi-Fi that I don't really know in real life. But I have those two segments. So this is the new segment of me battling a good friend, or yeah, a good friend of mine. His name is Eric. He just started, and I was like, "Oh, you sure you want to battle?" And he said, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna back down. It's just not how I roll or whatever." So let's jump into this right here. Kind of looks like the main character, to be honest. So he busts out Lucario. I was like, "Oh, great! I know this is probably your Mega." And I don't know why he chose 5 instead of 6. So I mean, if that's a problem, then if this is why I won, then feel free to judge all you want. But okay, so I outspeeded because I meant my Smeargle's invested in speed. It's what is it? A timid? Yeah, timid nature. So go for the stickies, go for the sleep. And I was predicting that this Lucario is probably gonna go for a fighting move or spear if it's a special attacker, or maybe a close combat if it's physical. So now he wakes up. Yep, and I was right. There goes the Aura Spear. I was like, okay, Focus Sash is gonna kick in. So I was like, up there I go. And now I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for the Spore. Now I didn't know he did not have extreme speed, so I was like, ooh, that's kind of bad. You should have, but maybe he's a special. So I was like, I don't know. So Smeargles did his job, so I was like, up, trying to preserve you. Maybe I can put another one you guys to sleep, or if he has the de-spinner, defogger. So I was like, my Minichan. This is my old Minichan. This isn't my new one. So he goes for the Shadow Claw, and I was like, oh my goodness, excellent prediction. I was like, okay, so I was like, here goes my Mega. So yeah, this shout out will probably be to Eric. I know I always do shout outs to people, but this is probably Eric's. So he outspeeds me. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is crazy. So this is when I decided to make a new Mega Minichan and just invested in speed. This is just I want to say probably like a bulky one. I can't remember the nature, but this is my yeah, my I guess my bold one or something like that. I don't know. It's just a random nature. But then I made one that gave me that's a jolly. So go for the fire punch because I was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, I got the burn. So I was like, yep. I was like, this dual blade is pointless. I was like, you're burned. I was like, your attack's cut in half. And I was like, okay, so I really thought I was gonna take it out with the fire punch, especially at +1, but I guess I didn't. So I used my Goodra, or supposed to be named Glory, but it was a gift from a friend and it really had. And this is where I misclicked. I was like, oh, I meant to hit Rain Dance, but I hit Rest. And so he did that move, and I was like, oh, oh my goodness. I was like, I can probably just Rain Dance, and maybe the burn will kill it. So I have the Damp Rock, so make it last longer than my hydration and then my rest. You know how all that good stuff goes. So he goes for the Furry Cutter. I was like, okay, yeah, I could take that. So I was like, yep, the fire kills it. So I was like, the burn. So let me get my free Rain Dance off. Now he uses Roserade. Now I don't know if Roserade has chlorophyll or something, but I was like, oh great, or something to do with water. So I mean, I have one, but I'm working on it. So I was like, I'm just gonna go for Dragon Pulse because Thunder ain't really gonna do anything. So goes with the Giga Drain. Oh man, if I had that Sap Sipper, that would have been nice. But I don't really want a physical Goodra. I was like, special is the way to go. So now I was like, oh, he probably had Big Roo, but so let me just go for a snooze, maybe he's gonna do Giga Drain again. And then he goes for the Toxic, and I was like, oh my goodness, my hydration. I was like, that's so pro. And I was like, even if he did poison me, hydration would have kicked in, but also the Roserade has Black Sludge. Okay, so yeah, really good item. I would reuse that. So I was like, go for the Stab, Dragon Pulse, down goes the Roserade. Then Azumarill, I was like, oh man. I was like, oh, I know these things have Play Rough. Goodra is not gonna like that Play Rough. I was like, let me go for the Thunder. Maybe I can one-hit KO it. I probably can. And I did. No, I didn't. Look at that. Look at that. Goes to the play rough, like I said. Goodra did not like that whatsoever. I was like, oh my goodness, Goodra almost had that one-hit KO. So I was like, maybe I could just fake out for a game, or not for a game, but fake out just for the win. So go for the fake out. Bam. It's like, yep, you're down. There you go. And then my life orb. And then he sends out his Aerodactyl. I was like, oh great, Aerodactyl. I was like, oh, those stealth rocks. I was like, oh crap, it's Mega. This Aerodactyl looks like someone, I just don't know who. Maybe like a dictator of some kind or something. I don't know. But he goes for the crunch with that. And I was like, oh great. I don't think I want to take that. So I go for the U-turn because I was like, yeah, let's get out of here. And I could probably get off another fake out later. So there I go, life orb. Goes back. And I was like, oh, my slacking could probably do something. I was just like, oh, this is where I was like, oh, great. Okay, so he flew. I went for the Giga Impact. I missed. The rain stops. Now, I'm Choice Banded, so the fly hurts, and then I can't move because of my ability. And yeah, I'm lofting around. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can already see this. He flies, and then I miss. So I was like, okay, yeah. Let's go with this Smeargle. Maybe this Smeargle can just die or whatever. So he used Fly again, and I was like, whoa, is this guy like Choice Banded or Choice Scarf? Or no, he can't be. And then, never mind, that was completely stupid of me. He's Mega. So I go out for the Togekiss. I was like, maybe Togekiss could take a Fly. So there he goes. See if I have any resistance. Nope, it takes out about half. My lefties kick in. So he goes with the crunch, and I was like, oh great, Togekiss, come on, I know you're bulky, you can take that. There you go. I was like, I'm just gonna go for Roost and lay on my belly, you know, get my HP up. So I was like, okay, I'm starting to figure out his moves a little bit. My lefties kick in, back up to max. So he goes with the Rock Tomb, and I was like, ooh, that's a good play, you know, it makes me slow and I have no health. I was like, oh crap. So I just go for the Ore Spear because I'm at Air Slash and then T-Wave and so I was like, oh great, that does nothing to him. I know he's kind of resisted, I think, but I was like, I have no other choice. Goes for another Rock Tomb. He misses. I was like, ooh, let's go for the Air Slash. Maybe that might do something. I was like, oh, it did a lot more than Ore Spear. Let's get those lefties in. I was like, at this point, I said I can probably take another Rock Tomb if it all comes down. Well, there he goes, Rock Tomb. I was like, come on, bulky Togekiss. There you go. Live at 26. My speed fell. I was like, this is good. Let's make sure we don't miss. Let's go for the Ore Spear. Up, down goes Aerodactyl, Mega Aerodactyl. And then there you have it. I mean, if he had another Pokemon, I would have had a full HP slacking and half a weak ass Togekiss, but Togekiss came through, all of my Pokemon came through, and so there you guys have it. I mean, like I said, feel free to write negative, positive comments. It doesn't matter. So like, sub, share, do all those good stuff, or whatever you guys like to do. Enjoy.